over in Italy, we have a surprise name in the top two. It is not Juventus, it's not Napoli. We'll take a look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time, That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time, we're taking a look at match day number 4 out in Serie A, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep your bang up to date. All things Black and Rovers related, Serie A related, world football, we're going all here. No one roof. That's right, folks. That person, or that team, should I say, is Bologna, and they sit in second spot as it stands, with an unbeaten season to boot, ahead of the likes of Juventus, ahead of the likes of Napoli. So what's going on over in Serie A? So let's take a little look, folks. Bring you up to date with the results from last weekend, and of course my predictions, and then we'll take a little look at what you guys thought before we take a look finally into match day number 4. So let's jump into it and take a little look, shall we? So on the right hand side you should see the results. The left are my predictions. I'm going to go through them one by one, and then I'll give you my grading, how well I did with my predictions this week. And I tell you what, I think all in all across Europe I did pretty shitty, so not the best. Fiorentina opened up the weekend with a 0-0 draw against Juventus. I actually went with a 2-1 win for Juventus, so I got that one wrong. Napoli did beat Sampdoria 2-0. I actually went with a 3-0, so not too far off the money on that one. Inter Milan continue their amazing start, 100% so far. 1-0 win over Udinese, clean sheet to boot. I actually went with a 3-1 win for Inter Milan as well. Genoa lost to Atalanta on the at home. Big victory for Atalanta. They're up to 5th now in the table. I actually went with a 2-1 win for Genoa. Got that one wrong. 7-0 thriller over in Brescia as they lost to Bologna. Like I said, into second spot for them. Actually went with a 2-0 win for Brescia. Meanwhile, Parma lost at home to Cagliari. 3-1 final score. Big victory for Cagliari early doors. I saw it as a 1-0 win for Parma. SPAL beat Lazio 2-1 at home. I actually went with 2-1 the other way. So not great there. And Roma, 6-goal thriller over there. 4-2 victory over Sassuolo. Actually went with a 3-2 victory, so just one goal out of it. Hellas Verona lost at home to AC Milan. Actually called a 2-1 victory, so not too shabby. And wrapping it all, Lecce picked up a 2-1 away win as well over Torino. Actually went 2-0 the other way. And as you can see from my results, I got 4 out of the 10. Okay. Which, in my grading, is a big fat red face. I don't think that's correct. I think I should go a straight face. We'll take a little look. Yeah, I low-balled myself there, really. As you can see, I should have been given one of them. So I'm a bit harsh on myself a little bit. But anyway, that's what I got. What about you boys? What did you get on the old predictions over at home? Alonya Alababa, he did all right for himself. Omaji Monday did okay for himself as well. Adam Celtic, not too shabby. Yannick Bustler as well. Anyone did terrible? Abdul Fattah did okay. The football did okay as well. Nathan Heaver didn't do too great. Big fan of the channel. Big fan of his. So not too great this week over in Italy. I'm sure you do well elsewhere across Europe. QPR fella, he did all right for himself. Keaton Zamerli also did all right. And Jaden the Gengar did okay. So just the one blip. The rest of you did okay. No one stood out. No barnstorming predictions across the board. But anyway, that is just Italy. So let's take a little look for you at what the table looks like as it stands after match number 3. Inter Milan are top of the pops. Bologna are second on goal difference, ahead of Juventus and Napoli, who are hot on the heels in the Champions League spots. Atalanta are in 5th. Torino are in 6th. Down the bottom there, Sampdoria 100% losing rate so far. No points on the board. Fiorentina's got 1 point. Lecce got 3 points as well. So it's a big old, it's not too grim for a lot of these teams. Lecce's just 1 win from being in the top 4 spots right now. It's still very early days over in Italy. But what's going on this weekend? Match day number 4 coming at ya. So let's take a look at it for you before we jump into this. So this game, the first game of the campaign of the match day is Cagliari up against Genoa. Now Cagliari come into this. Where are they in the table? They are in 12th spot. Just won their last game of the campaign up against Genoa side, who are in 10th. Over the years, the recent record shows the last 6 encounters. 3 victories for Genoa, 2 victories for Cagliari, and 1 draw. As for the last time that these two have met over in Cagliari, it's been 4 victories for Cagliari, just the 1 for Genoa, and 1 draw over the years. The bookmakers go with, what do they go with on this one? They're actually going 27-20 for Cagliari, 19-10 for the away victory for Genoa, 12-5 the draw. I'm actually going with a 2-1 win for Cagliari, and that will give them a big old boost to get themselves up the table a bit further. Win could possibly push them as high as 4th, but like I said, it is early days. Next up, we have Udinese up against Brescia. Udinese come into this. Where are they these days? They're in 15th place at the moment, just the one win, and that was day one of the season up against a Brescia side who have started okay as well with the one victory as well. Again, opening day, so both sides come into this back-to-back defeats for them. Over the course of history, the past 6 encounters, 4 victories for Udinese, 1 victory for Brescia, and 1 draw. As for the last few encounters that they've played over in Brescia, it's 3 victories for Brescia, 3 victories. As for the last few encounters that they've played over in Udinese, it's been 3 victories for Udinese, 1 victory for Brescia, 2 draws straight down their middle. The bookmakers are going with a 17-20 for Udinese, 16-5 for Brescia, 5-2 the draw. For me, I'm going with a 1-0 squeaky bum win for Udinese, and that win could again project them up the table. Juventus at home up against Hellas Verona. Juventus come into this in 3rd spot, still yet to taste defeat. They did draw their last game against Fiorentina, which was a bit of a surprise. Hellas Verona come into this in 11th spot, 4 points on the board, but they did lose their last match. The record between these two sides, we'll take a look in one ticket-a-boo. I'll give you the odds while we wait. The odds are of course, in favour of Juventus at home. 8-1 on, 25-1 for Verona. The long shot, 13-5 the draw. The record over the years, the past 6 encounters over in Juventus. 4 victories for Juve, 1 for Hellas Verona, and 1 draw. That's in all competitions and all grounds. As for just over in Juventus, it's been all Juve, 6 out of 6. So, yeah. Stone cold home win, no question, 3-0 for me. On this one, AC Milan up against Inter Milan, the Milan derby, the first one of the season, folks. And what a time for these boys to duke it out. Obviously, AC Milan coming to in 7th spot, just the 1 defeat. That was opening day for them. Inter Milan looking perfect as it stands. The bookmakers go on this one 13-5 for AC, 11-10 Inter Milan favourites. 9-4 the draw. Again, this game takes place on Saturday. The record over the years, the past 6 encounters in all competitions and all grounds, go heavily in favour of Inter Milan. AC Milan look a little bit wobbly at the moment. 1-0, 1 victory over the past 6 meetings, 3 for Inter, 2 draws. As for the last 6 encounters with AC Milan at home, it's 3 victories for them, 2 draws, and 1 win for Inter Milan. What am I going with? I can't call it really. I think Inter Milan will slip up a little bit with a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a bigger point for AC, and Inter Milan could still remain at top of the pops this time out. Sassuolo taking on SPAL this weekend as well. This game goes into Sunday, the 22nd of September. The record over the past few years, there's not many records, or there's not many meetings, but the past 4 encounters are all pretty much all in favour of Sassuolo. 2 victories for them and 2 draws. SPAL yet to taste a win in all competitions, all grounds. So even when SPAL are at home, the bookmakers do go with this because in fact, before the bookmakers, the table shows SPAL in 17th, Sassuolo in 16th. Spot. So it's a bit of a lower table crunch clash. SPAL coming to this winning their last game. Sassuolo did lose their last game. The bookmakers go evens for Sassuolo, 27-10 for SPAL, 12-5 to draw. So Sassuolo favourites to win this one. What have I gone? I've actually gone with Sassuolo as well with a 2-0 win to take the 3 points. And again, that could project them up to as high as 4th, depending on what else goes on. Also on Sunday, Bologna taking on Roma. Bologna's 2nd in the table so far, looking good. Roma are in 8th spot, yet to taste defeat. Both teams yet to taste defeat. Bologna coming into this on the back of 2 victories out of 2. As for Roma, their last few matches, they won the last game, they drew their opening 2. The bookmakers go 9-5 for Bologna, 11-8 the away win, 5-2 the draw. Over the past few years, previous 6 encounters, 4 victories for Roma in all grounds and all competitions, and a draw, 1 draw and 1 victory for Bologna. As for the last 6 encounters at Bologna, it's a bit more evens. It's 1 victory for Bologna, 2 victories for Roma, 3 draws over the years. Now, what have I got here? I've actually gone with a 2-1 win away from home for Roma to upset the apple cart a little bit, and maybe Bologna to suffer their first defeat. They could still remain top of the pops depending on what else goes on elsewhere, but a Roma victory will push them up to 8 points, and at least 2nd spot is up for grabs. Lecce up against Napoli this weekend, or should I say Lecce? Yeah, no, that was correct. I got that one right. I was just a bit slow in the uptake. Napoli come into this in 6th spot. Lecce come into this in 18th spot. Just the 1 win for Lecce. Napoli on the flip side, One defeat for them, so it's but they do come into it with a victory under the belt last time out. The previous record, or over the past 6 encounters, is pretty much all in favour of Napoli. And the past 4 victories for Napoli at all grounds and all venues across the world. 1 win for Lecce, 1 draw. However, the last 6 encounters over in Lecce is pretty even, actually. It's very even. It's 1 win for Lecce, 1 win for Napoli, 4 draws. So not the happiest venue for Napoli over the years. The bookmakers, though, will go in favour of Napoli 100%. 8-1 Lecce at home favourites. 7-20. So 20-7 on for Napoli. And 19-5 the draw. So it's a doable one. I think Lecce could swipe it here, but unfortunately I'm going to go with a Napoli 3-0 win to take home all 3 points. Moving on to Sampdoria up against Torino. Again, Sunday match. This bad boy. Sampdoria bottom of the pops. Lost all 3 games so far. Torino on the flip side up as high as 4th in the table. They won the first 2 games of the season. They'd come into this on the back of a defeat. The last 6 encounters in all grounds, all venues are pretty. It's a bit of give or take, really. 1 win for Sampdoria, 2 wins for Torino, 3 draws over the years. However, the last 6 encounters over in Sampdoria, 2 victories for Sampdoria, 3 draws, and 1 win for Torino. The bookmakers go with 6-4 Sampdoria, slight favourites. 7-4 Torino away from home, 12-5 the draw. So it's very, very fine margins here. Can Sampdoria get the victory for me? I believe so. They're up and running here with my eyes. 3 points on the board. Sampdoria moving in the right direction. Meanwhile, Atalanta taking on Fiorentina. Atalanta coming to this 6 points on the board so far with 1 defeat on their name. Fiorentina struggling at the moment. 1 point on the name, but they did draw with Juve last time out. The record over the years between these two sides, we'll take a look at that in just a second. The bookmakers go 88-100 for Atalanta, 29-10 for Fiorentina, 27-10 the draw. Over the years, the last 6 encounters in all grounds, all venues, all competitions. 2 victories for Atalanta, 1 win for Fiorentina, 3 draws over the years. And the last 6 encounters over in Atalanta are even Stevens. 2 wins for Atalanta, 2 wins for Fiorentina, 2 draws. Could not separate the 2 sides. For me, I'm actually going with a 2-0 win for Atalanta. They look good. They've got they look accomplished side now in Serie A, and they ain't going to be messed about with. And wrapping it up, the campaign. Lazio up against Parma. This is the late kickoff on Sunday. This will wrap up matchday number 4. Lazio come into this in 9th in the table. 1-1 lost, 1 drew, 1 so far in the season. Parma on the flip side, 14th in the table, 1-1, lost 2. The record over the past 6 encounters. In fact, I haven't got that many. I've only got 2. I guess this was last season. 4-1 victory for Lazio and a 2-0 win for Lazio. So 2 wins out of 2. Both home and away. The bookmakers go 10-3 on for Lazio, 9-1 long shots Parma, 70-4 the draw. So it looks like stone cold home win. For me, I've just gone for a cheeky 1-0 win, and that will give them the edge. And that could possibly put Lazio 7 points into possibly 2nd place reckoning. Depends on what goes on. So, my friends, that will wrap up the match days. But before I let you go, this is what if magic wand, lottery numbers, whatever, come on through. And this, if those predictions come true, this is what the table will look like. It'll be Inter Milan top of the pops with 10 points. Juventus with joint first, 2nd on goal difference, really. Napoli 3rd. Atalanta will be in 4th. Down the bottom, Fiorentina will remain. Lecce and Sampdoria will still be in the drop zone as it stands. Again, we don't do these live, so get your predictions in the old comment section down below so we can see what you guys think will happen in match day number 4 in Serie A, boys and girls. And just to let you know about those live predictions, I think I've already done, by the time this goes live, the Premier League and the Championship would have already happened for this week. And I don't believe there's any Champions League predictions this time around, so you'll have to wait till next week if you want to catch me live. Monday for the Championship, Tuesday for the Premier League, and it looks like it's going to be a Thursday for the Champions League, so make sure you stick around. If you're bored on a Saturday, come join me over on Twitch as I watch Blackburn Rovers. Watch along if I get as much interest, or some interest anyway, in Serie A. I can bring you up to date with those scorelines as well. I try to keep you abreast with what's going on elsewhere, not only with Rovers. So Twitch link in the description down below. But that, my friends, is pretty much all I've got for you. But please make sure you get your predictions in. I'd love to see them, see what you guys think will happen in Matchday 4. But until then, I'm going to get out of here. Smash the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Smash the thumbs up to give it much love, to shoot up the old algorithm on the old YouTube. And I'll be back again with another video pretty soon. Make sure you check out the La Liga Bundesliga predictions already on the channel. Until then, ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related,
football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.